In this video, we're going to build a Lamborghini from scratch, an RC Lamborghini. This Lamborghini will feature a real V12 engine, which will make it truly unique, a perfect blend of speed and power. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the greatness happening here. Let's go! Hello enthusiasts and creators. Take a deep breath, because what you're about to witness isn't just another RC build. It's an engineering marvel in miniature. Today we dive into the creation of an RC Lamborghini that doesn't just look like its full-sized counterpart, it roars like one too. This machine will be powered by a real V12 engine, an extraordinary fusion of scale, precision, and power. The journey begins with a careful assembly of the engine, the very heart of this miniature beast. The main bearings are gently placed within the crankcase, their role crucial in ensuring the crankshaft rotates with perfect balance and smoothness. Every motion here matters. Even the slightest imperfection could alter performance later on. Next comes the piston ring, installed with meticulous precision. One small misalignment could mean a loss of compression or permanent damage, so the builder's hands move slowly, deliberately. A thin layer of sealant is then brushed over each joint, a silent guardian against the smallest leaks that could compromise the engine's efficiency. When the engine head is finally fastened, the tension builds. Literally. As the bolts tighten, they create the resistance needed for the pistons to compress air and fuel to explosive perfection. Above, the camshaft system takes its place, the conductor of this mechanical orchestra, synchronizing the dance of intake and exhaust valves down to the millisecond. Before it's locked in, each camshaft is coated in lubricant, ensuring friction is minimized during those crucial first cycles of operation. Finally, the housing is mounted, its sturdy shell prepared to embrace the flywheel that will soon translate every spark and pulse of power into motion. Piece by piece, this miniature Lamborghini is coming alive. Not just as a model, but as a symbol of what creativity and engineering can achieve when imagination meets precision. With the foundation of the engine complete, attention now turns to the intricate timing system, the element that defines precision in motion. The timing gears are installed with near-surgical accuracy, ensuring that the camshafts move in flawless harmony with the crankshaft's rotation. A fraction of a degree off, and the engine's rhythm could fall apart. But here, every tooth meshes perfectly. Every rotation is balanced like a heartbeat. The main belt follows next, looping over the pulleys like a sinew of synthetic muscle. It's tensioned carefully, not too tight to strain the bearings, yet firm enough to prevent even the slightest slip. This belt will become the silent messenger, carrying power from one component to another with unbroken precision. Lubrication, the lifeblood of any engine, begins to flow through its dedicated system. Oil lines snake their way across the structure, delivering protection to every moving part. Each droplet ensures friction is kept at bay, allowing the pistons, gears, and shafts to move with effortless grace. Then comes the flywheel, a masterpiece of balance and weight. It's fitted neatly into its housing, ready to store and release kinetic energy that will smooth out every pulse of combustion. The starter motor is mounted alongside, its pinion gear meshing precisely with the flywheel's teeth, ready to breathe life into the engine at the turn of a switch. As the build progresses, the carburetor is connected, the delicate heart of air and fuel control. It prepares the perfect mixture before feeding it into each waiting cylinder, where explosions of power will soon be orchestrated. Electrical connections follow next. Ignition coils and spark plug wires find their places, each one linked carefully to the ECU, the digital brain that will govern timing, fuel, and spark with mathematical precision. Finally, power finds its way to motion. Through a series of gear ratios, torque is channeled to the wheels, optimized for both low-speed control and high-speed efficiency. Inside the gearbox, the gears are aligned like a miniature universe of motion. Each tooth oiled, each shaft secured, all enclosed behind the rear engine plate. What once began as a pile of parts is now evolving into a living mechanism. A scaled-down supercar that pulses with the same energy, the same soul, as its full-sized Lamborghini counterpart. The next stage in this intricate build brings us to the heart of power transmission, where rotation transforms into motion. The input shaft is carefully guided into its housing, sliding into place with quiet precision. This shaft will soon carry the full force of the engine's output, so every alignment mark must match flawlessly. The output shaft, meanwhile, remains exposed, waiting for the drive shaft that will eventually connect the engine to the wheels and bring this miniature beast to life. For transmissions designed with shifting capability, control becomes a fine art. A servo motor is installed and linked directly to the shifting mechanism, the tiny, responsive brain that will command the transition between gears. Each pulse of current it receives will translate into a seamless change in power delivery, mirroring the sophistication of a full-scale Lamborghini gearbox. Now attention turns to the clutch assembly, a component where precision truly defines performance. The clutch disc is ground to perfection, its surface etched with microscopic patterns by a high-precision laser. These grooves ensure that friction is evenly distributed, guaranteeing a smooth engagement every time the clutch is pressed. Next comes the pressure plate, built with the same attention to detail. Springs, rings, and retainers are nested neatly inside the protective cover, forming a perfect mechanical balance between tension and control. The flywheel, already fixed securely to the crankshaft, is now ready to play its role, transferring torque and momentum with absolute stability. The clutch disc is placed delicately between the flywheel and pressure plate, its alignment checked again and again until it's flawless. Even the slightest offset could cause vibration or loss of efficiency. Perfection here isn't optional, it's essential. Finally, the release bearing is mounted, linking the clutch to the transmission's input shaft. With this connection, the system becomes complete, a chain of precision parts capable of channeling the engine's raw energy into controlled, fluid motion. And beyond the technical mastery, there's something deeply personal about this stage. Building such a system yourself isn't just about nuts and bolts. It's about patience, curiosity, and the joy of creation. Each completed step brings a wave of achievement and pride, a reminder that every gear, every seal, every polished surface carries your own fingerprint of craftsmanship. The skills gained here are timeless, lessons in engineering that can be applied to countless future creations. Every build tells a story, not just of machinery, but of dedication and patience, of turning what seems impossibly complex into something tangible, manageable, and real. This project is living proof of that. Each careful motion, each measured weld, transforms pure complexity into elegance. With the powertrain complete, focus shifts to the exhaust system, the lungs through which this miniature V12 will breathe fire. The exhaust manifolds are welded onto each cylinder bank, channeling the surge of hot gases from 12 chambers into a single, unified passage. It's a process that demands precision and steady hands. One uneven joint could distort pressure and weaken the entire system. Each manifold is secured carefully, reinforced against the vibrations and relentless heat that would test any structure. Strength and flexibility must coexist here. Enough rigidity to hold shape, yet enough give to endure the pulsing rhythm of combustion. Next comes a fusion of modern engineering and craftsmanship. The muffler components are 3D printed, each internal baffle designed digitally for perfect gas flow and acoustic balance. Once printed, they're joined by precision welding, layer upon layer of metal fused into a seamless whole. When complete, the mufflers perform their quiet magic, reducing sound levels without suffocating performance. They preserve just the right amount of back pressure, allowing the engine to maintain its deep, resonant growl while running smoothly through its RPM range. With that, the downpipes are welded and aligned, ensuring the hot exhaust gases flow in a straight, uninterrupted path. Then comes the H-pipe, a crucial link connecting both cylinder banks. It harmonizes the gas movement between them, balancing the flow, reducing turbulence, and giving the exhaust note that signature V12 rhythm, not noise, but music. Finally, each segment, manifold, pipe, muffler, and connector, is welded into one continuous, leak-free structure. The finished system is mounted firmly onto the vehicle's frame, every bracket tightened, every weld inspected. To conclude, a full exhaust inspection is performed, the final ritual before ignition. Pressure tests and seal checks confirm that every weld holds, every joint breathes properly. What was once a collection of raw metal and parts now forms a complete, living pathway for power to escape. Elegant, efficient, and symphonic. Before the first spark ever ignites, precision takes center stage once more. The newly built exhaust system undergoes back pressure testing, a crucial step to ensure that the engine breathes efficiently. Every reading matters. Too much pressure could choke performance, while too little would rob the engine of its characteristic tone. The goal is balance, a smooth, rhythmic pulse of exhaust gases flowing through the system like a heartbeat. Next, gas circulation is verified. The builder watches the readings carefully, confirming that each cylinder's output moves cleanly through the exhaust, maintaining overall engine stability and efficiency. Only when the flow is perfect can the project move forward to the most structural phase of all, the chassis build. The chassis, the skeleton that will support the entire machine, begins to take shape from precision-cut steel pieces. Each segment is measured, aligned, and welded with surgical accuracy, ensuring rigidity and durability that can withstand both vibration and torque. This is not just metal being joined, it's the birth of the car's backbone. Mounting points are positioned with laser-like accuracy. Using a magnetic welding fixture, every angle and line is held in exact alignment, an essential step to ensure that when the suspension and drivetrain are added, they integrate flawlessly without stress or distortion. The suspension mounting sections are fabricated next, crafted to manage the incredible loads and dynamic forces the car will face when in motion. It's here that engineering meets art, where precision geometry transforms into mechanical balance. As the vehicle's weight is distributed evenly across the newly formed frame, the reinforced structure absorbs potential stresses, maintaining perfect equilibrium. The suspension linkage is then assembled, connecting the shock absorbers that will smooth out every vibration and control motion across uneven terrain. Steering components follow, control arms, dampers, and connecting links, all fitted meticulously to translate input into response, ensuring the RC Lamborghini will handle with the grace and precision of its full-sized counterpart. Stability is achieved not by luck, but by careful engineering and balance at every joint. Finally, the tie rods are connected, the last vital link in the steering chain. They transmit movement directly from the servo motor to the front wheels, ensuring that every turn of the controller translates into immediate, fluid motion. The builder pauses for a moment here, Sunganite, seeing not just components, but a masterpiece of geometry and craft coming to life. Each weld, each bolt, each perfectly aligned joint adds up to more than structure. It's the essence of control, the silent promise that this miniature supercar will soon respond with precision to every command. With the chassis complete and the heart of the machine ready to roar, attention now turns to the transmission system, the crucial link between raw engine power and controlled motion. The transmission housing is carefully installed, enclosing the intricate network of gears within a durable shell. This protective casing shields the system from external debris and vibration, ensuring that every component operates under optimal conditions. Inside, the gear system comes alive, a labyrinth of precision-cut teeth and shafts working in perfect harmony. Power from the V12 engine is now directed through these gears, gradually refined and balanced before it's transferred to the wheels. This is where brute energy becomes smooth motion, a transformation from raw combustion to graceful acceleration. To maintain consistent performance, a cooling system is introduced. Airflow ducts and miniature heat exchangers are fitted meticulously to control temperature during high-performance operation. Even in scale form, managing heat is vital. Without it, power fades and efficiency suffers. Here, airflow is science, calculated, channeled, and controlled. Next, the electronic command system takes shape. RC servos, the mechanical interpreters of human control, are mounted carefully onto the chassis. Each servo is aligned to perfection, one dedicated to steering, another to throttle, and sometimes a third for gear shifting. Thin metal linkages are connected with precision, ensuring every movement of the controller translates into an exact physical response. With everything connected, smooth directional control is tested. The servos hum softly as signals from the remote are instantly converted into motion. The wheels respond, the throttle adjusts, the entire system moves in unison like a finely tuned orchestra. This is the fusion of mechanics and electronics, where precision meets intuition. Beneath it all, the transfer case distributes the engine's power evenly between the front and rear differentials. The result? Balanced performance across every wheel, maintaining traction even under demanding conditions. Each differential carefully manages torque, allowing the car to grip the ground with equal strength on all sides. This setup unlocks the ultimate feature: all-wheel drive. As the RC Lamborghini begins to roll, power flows through every gear, shaft, and bearing, propelling all four wheels in perfect harmony. The result is extraordinary traction, stability, and control, even at high speeds or tight turns. Every bolt tightened, every wire connected, brings this miniature supercar closer to life. The builder steps back for a moment, watching the system hum, knowing that what began as a vision is now an intricate, living machine of scale, speed, and precision. With power, motion, and control now established, it's time to focus on something equally crucial: stopping power. The braking system of this RC Lamborghini may be miniature in scale, but it embodies the same precision and reliability found in its full-sized inspiration. The process begins with the installation of brake discs onto each wheel hub, ensuring smooth and consistent stopping ability. Each disc is a finely machined component, perfectly balanced to prevent vibration at high speeds. As they lock into place, the car's control system gains its most vital safeguard: the ability to slow down with confidence. Next, the calipers and brake pads are assembled with surgical care. These components must align perfectly. Even the slightest offset could affect performance. Each caliper is adjusted so that the pads sit just millimeters away from the disc surface, close enough for instant response, yet free enough to avoid unwanted friction during acceleration. Every piece of this miniature braking mechanism has been engineered for consistency. It's not just about stopping, it's about balance, timing, and control. When the car accelerates, brakes, or corners, this system ensures that every motion feels smooth, realistic, and perfectly scaled. Among RC builders, the braking system is often admired as a true test of craftsmanship, a blend of precision engineering and artistry. In such a small space, there's no room for error. The way the calipers close, the pads engage, and the discs respond defines not just performance, but safety and realism. To bring these brakes to life, a servo motor is integrated into the drivetrain. Acting as the car's foot, it translates electrical signals from the controller into mechanical braking actions. With every trigger pull on the remote, the servo reacts instantly, applying precise pressure to the calipers. Inside the caliper assembly, the brake pads are carefully positioned and locked into place. The disc rotor is mounted firmly on the wheel hub, and alignment between the two is checked repeatedly. The goal: zero wobble, zero misalignment, only flawless, friction-perfect contact. Once the braking components are secured, attention shifts to the wheel assemblies. The tires are prepared, ensuring that handling will mirror the weight distribution and dynamics of a real Lamborghini. Inside each tire, a foam insert is placed, a small yet critical detail that helps the tire maintain its shape under load, especially during cornering or sudden stops. When complete, each wheel is mounted and tightened. The builder spins one lightly. The rotation is smooth, steady, silent. And when the brake servo is activated, the wheel halts instantly, precisely, without hesitation. It's a small moment, but one that captures the entire spirit of the build. control born from craftsmanship, and precision that transforms engineering into art. As the braking system passes its final tests, attention shifts to the last point of contact between machine and ground, the wheels and tires. Here, performance meets aesthetics, and the smallest details define how the car will feel, move, and even sound. A collar is attached around the outer edge of each tire, adding an extra layer of rigidity to the sidewalls. This reinforcement helps the tire maintain its perfect shape, even under intense cornering or rapid acceleration. The entire assembly is then mounted onto the wheel, every bolt torqued with precision to ensure a secure and vibration-free fit. Each tire is installed onto its wheel hub one by one, with alignment checked repeatedly during the process. A single misaligned wheel could throw off the entire balance of the car, so every millimeter counts. Once mounted, the builder spins each wheel. The rotation must be smooth, centered, and silent. Next comes the balance test. All 4 wheels are tested together, mounted on the chassis and turned simultaneously. The hum of motion fills the workshop as the builder watches for wobble, vibration, or imbalance. Only when the rotation remains perfectly even does the project advance to the stage where function meets form, finishing the wheels with style. The wheels are first given a thin coat of spray paint, ensuring a smooth and uniform surface for the next transformation. The sheen glistens under workshop light, a perfect foundation for what comes next. Hydrographic printing, the art of applying patterns through water transfer. A polyvinyl alcohol film, printed with the chosen design, is gently placed on the surface of still water. An activating chemical is sprayed across it, dissolving the film but leaving the intricate ink pattern floating. A liquid mirror of design. The builder then dips each wheel slowly into the water. As it submerges, the pattern wraps itself around the contours, clinging tightly to every curve, creating a flawless decorative finish. Once dry, the wheels gleam with character, not just components, but pieces of art that merge mechanical perfection with visual flair. They're mounted onto the car for the final phase, system testing. The remote control unit is activated. Tiny LED indicators light up. Servos hum softly in response. Every command, steering, throttle, braking, is tested with care. Signals travel instantly from the controller to the car, each movement smooth and deliberate. The builder observes closely, confirming reliability and precision under different simulated conditions. The RC Lamborghini now stands complete. Its body sleek, its systems alive, its movements responsive and real. What began as scattered parts has become a symphony of engineering and artistry. A true miniature embodiment of power, patience, and passion. Every system, every motion, every connection, all are now put through their final checks. Each movement is verified, ensuring flawless synchronization between the controller's inputs and the mechanical responses of the RC Lamborghini. Steering, throttle, brakes. Every command flows seamlessly, as if the machine is an extension of the builder's own hands. The entire setup is observed in real time, data and motion working together in perfect harmony. After weeks of assembly, alignment, and calibration, the moment of truth arrives. Readiness for real-world operation is confirmed. Now comes the critical stage, bringing life to the machine. 225V lithium batteries are connected with care, each terminal checked twice to ensure correct polarity before power surges through the system. The faint hum of electronics signals that energy is flowing, the first heartbeat of the car. Next, the cooling system is charged. Exactly 300 milliliters of water-based coolant are poured into the reservoir, and as the pump activates, circulation is confirmed through the transparent tubing. Every bubble of coolant moving through the system is proof that the engine will stay cool and efficient under load. Then, engine oil is introduced. 20 milliliters measured with precision, poured slowly into the miniature crankcase. The oil coats each internal surface, preparing pistons, bearings, and gears for their first synchronized motion. Finally, the car's heart awaits its fuel. Up to 600 milliliters of petrol are carefully added to the tank, the line primed and the connection secured. For the first time, the scent of gasoline fills the air, a sign that this mechanical creation is about to awaken. With a deep breath, the builder powers the system. Lights flicker, servos engage, and the V12 engine turns over. The silence of the workshop is shattered by a sharp mechanical roar, small in scale but massive in spirit. Every cylinder fires in rhythm, every vibration a declaration of success. After countless hours of design, welding, alignment, and testing, the RC Lamborghini stands as a fully functional masterpiece. Its proportions are perfect, its performance astonishing. On the test track, it doesn't just look like a Lamborghini, it moves like one, responding with precision, balance, and confidence across every surface. This build is more than a project. It's a tribute to craftsmanship, patience, and passion. Proof that creativity knows no scale. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to Chuankai Engine for more builds, more precision, and more stories that prove imagination can drive anything. And that's the end of the adventure. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to check out the previous videos, stay tuned for the upcoming ones, and if you haven't subscribed yet, join us and hit like and share. See you.